Hello everyone! Today we're gonna talk about the elves. Now before we even begin, we have to make one thing very clear. The lines that separate the elves from dwarfs and giants and gods and other land spirits are very, very blurry. The differences between elves and the others are quite unclear, and the descriptions often overlap and contradict each other. That being said, let's take a look at what we do know about the elves. Elves are luminous beings, beings of light and nature. The elves are more beautiful than the sun, and they live in their own homeworld called Alfheimr. The ruler of Alfheimr is, however, not an elf. The Lord of Alfheimr is Freyr, the twin brother of Freya, from the Vanir tribe of gods. And it is exactly the Vanir tribe of gods and the elves that are most similar, and the lines between these two are most blurred. The fun thing is that Freyr got Alfheimr as a tooth gift when he lost his first tooth. Seems like the Viking tooth fairies were very, very generous. Now the elves can cause illness, but they will also heal it if you leave them an appropriate sacrifice. For example, you can sacrifice a small white rabbit and leave it somewhere at the edge of the woods. The elves often interact with humans, and they can interbreed, creating small children, half elf, half human. And such people would often have the appearance of humans, but they would have some sort of magical abilities. The humans can also become elves after they die. And the worship of human ancestors and elves was quite similar. The worship of the elves persisted long after the Viking Age ended, when Christianity was forced upon the people of the north and the old gods were all but forgotten. But the worship of elves persisted through traditions and folklore. And the worship of elves is still here, even now that the worship of the old gods has been renewed. I said already that the lines between the elves and the other beings are quite unclear, and we have some misunderstandings about the elves. But they're not the only group that's not really clear what they are. Another such group are the giants. And I'll tell you more about the giants when I see you next time.